Run the ball, Leonard Fournette. Wow, what a blast.
After Leonard Fournette's game-sealing touchdown run in Week 2, the pieces of a nice story seemed like they were falling into place. The cast-off veteran immediately redeeming himself with his new team. But his mind was still on his old one.
You have dreams, aspirations of set up that you was gonna be with the Jags for a long time. And throughout the regular season, it was just messing with me. You know, it was messing with me bad. Me and Coach B.A., we had talks. And he was like, man, you used to be that guy at the Jaguars and probably one of the only guys there, you know, but this is a team that's different. You know, if you get your mind right and, you know, stop pouting, you got it. You got everything a player needs.
The last thing Fournette needed was an injury. But that's what happened when he tweaked his ankle in Week 3.
When I got hurt, I mean, they ain't making it any better. You know, another frustrating moment for me. I had to wait, I think it was going to 5 games after that, really not playing, really not getting the ball.
Running back Ronald Jones seized the starting role. Against the Packers, he scored twice, while the defense held an Aaron Rodgers-led attack to just 10 points.
And now you can see what this football team can potentially do.
I was glad that we was able to show the world again what they were saying at the time was the best team, top 2 team in the NFL, what we could do.
The man in the middle of it was second-year linebacker Devin White, who emphatically sealed a win the next week in Las Vegas.
4th down and 1, Pierce Carr. Under pressure, rolling to his right. Carr's knocked out of bounds.
I knocked him under John Groove and basically took him out.
Carr trying desperately to keep the Raiders alive in this game, and Devin White said no, sir.
Well, first off, he's a tank. He loves football more than anybody I've seen.
I'm like that. That's my name now. Mr. I'm like that. Hey, boy, your mama gonna love you because we don't. Your mama better love you, boy. You're the best in the league, you know that? Yes, sir.
Even as a sophomore, White earned respect beyond his years and wasn't afraid to be a leader to players several seasons his senior.
Hey, you getting under, I'm getting under. You say what? You going under, I'm going under. I'm coming under in the B gap. You going in the A. So I'm going under, you going under.
I produce. Like, they're not gonna listen to a second-year guy that's not benefiting the team.
Say, we finna kick their ass, and we going back to Florida victorious, man. Let's go. Hey, dub on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Quick snap on 1st and goal, running to the left. Touchdown, New York Giants. They lead 14-3.
I just don't feel like we came out there with a sense of urgency. You know, we kind of let our guard down a little bit and teams start jumping out on us. But we knew that we could beat anybody.
Back shoulder toward Mike. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. What a catch by Evans. Perfect throw by Brady.
The Buccaneers didn't play their best, but had just enough against a rebuilding team.
Where'd it go? Let it grind it out. What it took.
That's a dangerous game to play against better teams and bitter rivals.
We were 6-2. They beat us the first game. We wanted to put on the show and get the W. They had a perfect start. You know, we didn't execute on offense.
The minute they stepped on the field, we were defeated. You lose games, but you don't lose them like that.
38-3 the final. The Saints, for the 2nd year in a row, sweep the Buccaneers.
After a win in Carolina, the Bucs struggled against another playoff contender.
We were a really talented roster. I felt that we were the most talented roster in the NFL. We just weren't doing the little things that other teams have been doing that's been together for multiple years.
What type of legacy we gonna leave this year? We're gonna let these losses define us, or we're gonna overcome everything and show the world what we really about, the team that we really are.
Dropping to throw, Mahomes looks downfield, wants the long ball downfield, got a receiver in the area, it's a caught ball by Tyreek Hill, touchdown Kansas City Chiefs.
When we ain't disguising well, allowing Patrick Mahomes to know what coverage we was in when we was in single high, so he knew where he was going with the football.
Where Patrick Mahomes went was to Tyreek Hill again. It put the Buccaneers in another early hole, and Hill celebrated with one of the classics.
I'm calling the president. President, we need a National Guard. We need as many men as you can spare because we are killing the Patriots.
They need help. I'm doing the center short. Hey, help. Okay, you on the way? Okay. Help is on the way.
Man, I told all our DBs, I said, we're going to get the last laugh.
Our back against the wall. Every time we step out here, man, we got something to prove. Prove it, bro.
Even with KC jumping out on us, quick as they did, we still shut them down after halftime.
I'm fast, too. I ran 4-1.
We got it going late in the game.
Good job, fellas. Come on, keep going.
They fought hard. You give them credit. The Bucs fought their way back.
We just ran out of time. We just needed a couple more minutes, and I felt that we could have won that game.
We can beat these boys, man.
We just played the supposedly best team in the NFL, the reigning Super Bowl champs, and that was the best shot they gave us. Like, that was like they let us come all the way back and almost win. Then I feel like we the best team in the NFL.
The Bucs found something in that second half, and they brought it to bear after their bye week.
First down and goal from the one handoff. Rojo over the top. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
What was missing was Leonard Fournette. He was inactive, taking scout team reps, and his time in Tampa looked like it might end the way it did in Jacksonville.
I still wasn't playing. Coach B just told me he felt like I needed to get my mind right. He felt like mentally I wasn't there, and truthfully I really wasn't. And he just sat me. We had talks, and he was like, listen, I don't want to cut you, but if you won't be released, you just let me know. He's like, well, I don't think it's the best thing for your career, and as a man, you start to think about, like, this is how I feed my family, I already just been cut from another team when they're saying I was a locker room cancer, or whatever such the case may be, and I didn't want that to prolong around.
Leonard Fournette replaces Ronald Jones II as our starting running back.
I think Rojo was hurt, and I had an opportunity. I had to take the best advantage of my opportunity as I can.
Once again, Fournette had his inch, but the Buccaneers were still stuck on their toughest mile. Against the Falcons, they fell behind by 17 points.
It felt like they were playing to get into the postseason, and we were just ready for the season to be over, but it was really the other way around.
We was on the verge of not making the playoffs, like, you know what I'm saying? So every game started to really, really matter. Like, every game became a playoff game.
We're telling Coach B and Coach B, man, just give the playmakers the ball, we're gonna make it happen.
In just a few days, Fournette went from scout team reps to scoring twice in a must-win game. And when the Buccaneers took a late lead, defensive coordinator Todd Bowles turned to one of his playmakers.
He was like, I need you to take over this game. Like, he was like, you about to take over this game. And I was like, man, just dial it up, Coach. I got you. Like, dial these plays up for me.
Hey, give me some good calls, Coach. Give me some more good calls, Coach.
I made the big plays in the right moment.
Ryan looking, he's gonna be sacked! Dropped by Devin White. Ryan dropping back under pressure. He's gonna be lassoed and sacked at the 10 by Devin White. That's 2 for Devin today.
Devin gave us 2 big plays we needed, and we off to victory.
The Bucs in Detroit City. A win today, we get into the playoff tournament.
Fournette scored his 3rd touchdown since stepping into the starting lineup. And for him and the Buccaneers, the best was yet to come.
Bucs win! Bucs win! Bucs win! Pack your bags. We're going to the playoffs.
I just wanted to win so bad because I've never been to the playoffs. It's what I've been working for since I got into the league. You fight all training camp, all off season, and you want to make the playoffs. You want to be one of those teams to make it, and we did it.